You don't look older. You look like someone who's loved harder and healed slower. Pain aged you, not time. Your eyes tell me you've seen love burn and still stayed to feel the ash. You don't look older. You look like someone who survived their own softness. I stayed young. You aged. That's what regret does. Time didn't change you, betrayal did. I kissed your lips and tasted every year you waited for someone who never came. You don't look older, you look unfinished, like love never let you complete yourself. You age faster when you love someone who only takes. You wore every heartbreak like a wrinkle. You look older than me because you carried both our sadness. Loving you never aged me. Watching you leave did. You look older because you lied to yourself longer. I look younger because I let go sooner. Your soul's been weathered by storms you never named. I stayed light. You drowned in what ifs. It's not your age, it's how much you've tried to be enough. You look older because you kept loving past your expiration point. You loved deeply, he loved briefly, and it shows. You look older because you stopped dreaming when he stopped choosing you. I stayed soft. You turned into stone just to survive him. You didn't age. You got tired of pretending. Your smile holds years of silence. I stayed innocent. You carried secrets. The years didn't age you. The waiting did. You don't look older. You look like someone who once begged love to stay. You aged because you kept the door open too long. Time didn't leave scars. He did. You look older because your heart kept breaking quietly. You didn't grow old. You grew heavy. I still laugh like a child. You flinch like someone who trusted wrong. It's not age, it's emotional erosion. You look older because you gave more than you received. Your eyes forgot how to hope. That's what changed you. I let the pain go. You wore it. You held it all in, and it showed on your skin. I moved on. You froze in goodbye. Every year you gave him took a year from you. You loved more. That's why you aged faster. Your timeline got hijacked by heartbreak. I learned the lesson. You kept repeating the class. You aged trying to fix what was meant to fall apart. Your soul screams in silence. That's what aged you. I healed loud. You suffered quietly. You don't look older. You look emotionally overdrafted. I forgave. You stayed bitter. That's the difference. You carried years that weren't yours. You look older because your love had no boundaries. I let go. You held on to ghosts. You look like someone who kept choosing people who never chose you back. You aged waiting on answers from people who never cared. Your mirror lies, your soul doesn't. I found freedom. You stayed loyal to your pain. You don't look older. You look like you begged love to mean something. You didn't just age, you hardened. Your silence has wrinkles. I look untouched. You look survived. You trusted scars over red flags. You kept giving even when it bled you dry. I walked away. You stayed until you broke. You lost years explaining your worth. I chose myself. You chose sacrifice. You look older because you called pain patience. I said no. You kept saying maybe. You prayed for them. I prayed for peace. You don't look older. You look tired of being strong. You held the burden of being the fixer. I refused to be drained. You romanticized suffering. You paid for love with youth. I left early. You stayed too long. You look older because your love had no exit plan. You invested years in someone who couldn't even commit minutes. You wore hope like armor. It rusted. I healed by screaming. You aged by whispering. You look older than me because I stopped loving people who drain me. I chose boundaries. You chose proving your worth. You look older because you kept apologizing for needing love. I outgrew pain. You made a home in it. You stayed to be chosen. I left to choose myself. You made peace with pain. I made peace with leaving. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more.